This is how you can make an advanced join to create system for your discor.js version 14 bot. So let's go ahead and get started. Before I show you how to do this, I would like to say that if you would like to get access to source code from this video and other videos on my channel, you can do so by joining my channel memberships or a subscription over on Discord. On YouTube, if you get the super god or custom bot tier, you will get access to that source code. And over on Discord, if you get the god or custom bot tier, you will also get access to that source code. And of course, if you get the custom bot tier on either platform, me and my team will code you a personalized custom Discord bot. If any of this is interesting to you, go ahead and click the links in the description below to get started with this, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so before we actually start, go ahead and go to your schemas.js folder, and you're going to want to go ahead and create two schemas. The first one is going to be join to create.js, and it has to look exactly like this. And the second one is going to be join to create channels.js, and it's going to have to look exactly like this. So I'm going to open both of these and just go ahead and pause the video and copy exactly what I've written here down into your own schemas, and just make sure you create both of these exactly how they look. If you don't have any of the schema stuff set up, go ahead and watch the MongoDB guide in the description below. So after doing that, we can go over to moderation, and we can go ahead and create join to create.js. And here we can start by doing const, and we're going to get our /command builder. We can get our permissions bit field, and we can get our embed builder, and last we can get our channel type, and then we can do equals require, and we're going to get discor.js. Now we can do const voice schema equals require, and we're going to get /schemas/join to create. Now this one, we're actually going to choose the join to create, not the join to create channels. And we can do module.exports, and we can do equals. We're going to open this up and do data, and that is going to be new /command builder. We can go ahead and give that a name, which is going to be join to create. And then we can go ahead and set a description, and here we can say setup and disable your join to create voice channel. Then we can add a sub command, and we can do command arrow function command.set name, and this is going to be setup. And then we can do .set description, and in here we can say set up your join to create voice channel. Now we can go ahead and add a channel option, and this is going to be option arrow function option.set name, and this is going to be channel. Then we can go ahead and set a description, and we can say the channel you want to be your join to create VC. Then we can go ahead and set that to required, so we're going to do set required, and we're going to make that true. And then we can go ahead and do add channel types, and that is going to be channel type guild text. Next we can come out of that, and we're going to do add channel options, and we're going to do option arrow function option.set name, and this is going to be category. And we can go ahead and set a description, and this is going to be the category for the new VCs to be created in. And then we can go ahead and set required. We're going to make that true. And then we can do add channel types, and we're going to do channel type guild category. Lastly, we can go ahead and add one more type, so we can do add integer option, and we're going to do option arrow function option.set name, and this is going to be a voice limit. And then we can go ahead and do .set description, and in here we can say set the default limit for the new voice channels, and then we can go ahead and set the min value to 2, and then we can set max value to 10. Next we can add a new subcommand, so we can add a subcommand, and we can do command arrow function command.set name, and this is going to be disable. And then we can do .set description, and we can say disables your join to create voice channel. So now we can add a comma, and we're going to do async execute, so we can get our interaction, and then we can go ahead and open this up. We're going to do if, and we're going to say no interaction.member.permissions.has. We can do permissions bit field.flags.administrator. We can go ahead and return await interaction.apply, and we can say content, and we can say you don't have perms to enable this system, and then we can go ahead and make this informal, so informal, and we're going to set that to true. Next we can do const data equals voice schema find one, and this is going to be guild, which is going to be our interaction.guild.id. Now we can do const sub equals interaction.options.get sub command. So now we're going to go into our sub commands. We can do switch, and we're going to get sub. Then we can open this up. We're going to get case, and this is going to be setup, and we can add a colon here. We're going to do if data. We can go ahead and return await interaction.reply, and we can say content, and we can say you already have a setup join to create system, do /join to create disable to remove it, and we can go ahead and make this informal as well. Now we can say else, and we're going to open this up. In here we can do const channel, and that's going to be interaction.options.get channel, and that is going to be channel. We can do const category equals interaction.options.get channel, and that is going to be our category. Now we can do const limit equals interaction.options.get integer, and that is going to be a voice limit. And then we can do or, and we're going to go ahead and set that to 3. Now we can do await voice schema dot create, and we can open this up. We're going to get our guild, and that is going to be interaction.guild.id. Then we can get our channel, and that is going to be channel.id. We can get our category, which is going to be category.id. And lastly, we can get our voice limit, which is going to be our limit variable, just like that. Now we can do const embed equals new embed builder, and we can go ahead and set a color, and that is going to be blue. We can do .set description, and in here we can do a voice emoji or a speaker emoji, and we can say the join to create system has been set up in, and we can go ahead and open this up. In here we're going to go ahead and get our channel, and then we can say all new VCs will be created in, and then we can go ahead and get our category just like that. We can say await interaction.reply, and we're going to get our embeds, and we can get our embed just like that. So down here we can go ahead and break, and then we can do case, and that is going to be disabled. So we can add another colon, and then we can come down here, and we're going to do if no data. We can go ahead and return await interaction.reply, and we can say content, and we can say you do not have the join to create system set up yet, and then we can go ahead and set that to informal. Then we can say else, and we're going to go ahead and open this up. In here we can do const embed 2 equals new embed builder, and we can go ahead and set a color, which is going to be blue, and we can go ahead and set a description, which is going to be another voice emoji, and we can say the join to create system has been disabled, and I'm just going to go ahead and bold that to make it a little bit nicer. Now we can go ahead and send it, so we can do await interaction.reply, we can do embeds, and we can do our embed 2 variable just like that. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to do in this file is we're going to go under embed 2, and right here we can do await voice schema.delete many, and we can open up our guild, which is going to be interaction.guild.id. So with that, we are done with this part, so we can go over into our index.js now. In here I'm just going to go ahead and title this join to create, because this is a lot of code, that way we know what is what. So we can do const join schema equals require, and we can get ./schemas, and then we can get /join schema, and then the next one is going to be const join channel schema, and then we can do equals require, and we're going to get ./schema/join to create channels schema. So after that we can do client.on, and we're going to get events.voice status update, and we can do async, we can get old state, and we can get new state, and we can do an arrow function and open this up. One thing is just make sure it's voice state, not voice status. Next we can do try, and we're going to open this up. We're going to say if, and we're going to say new state.member.guild equals null. We're just going to go ahead and return, and then we're going to go ahead and catch. We're going to give us an error, and then we can open this up, and we're just going to return as well. Next we're going to do const join data equals await join schema.find one, and that is going to be guild, which is going to be new state.guild.id. Next we do const join channel data equals await join channel schema.find one, and that is going to be guild, which is going to be our new state.guild.id. We're also going to go ahead and get our member from this, so we can do user, and we're going to do new state.member.id, just like that. We can get const voice channel equals new state.channel. We can say if no join data, we're just going to go ahead and return, and we can say if no voice channel, we can also go ahead and return, and then we're going to say else and open this up. In here we can do if, and we're going to get voice channel.id equals, and we're going to get join data.channel. We can go ahead and open this up. We're going to go ahead and try. In here we can return await new state.member.send, and we can get content, and we can say you already have a voice channel open right now, and we can go ahead and make this informal as well. Then we can go ahead and catch an error, and we can go ahead and open this up and just return. Then after the if statement we can do else, and we're going to do another try. In here we can do const channel equals await new state.member.guild.channels.create. We can open this up. We're going to get our type, which is going to be channel type.guild voice, and we can get our name, which is going to be new state.member.user.username. Then we can do dash room, and then we can do a comma. We're going to get user limit, which is going to be join data.voice limit, and we can do parent, which is going to be join data.category. Then after that we can do another try, and we can do await new state.member.voice.set channel, and we can get our channel.id. Now we're going to go ahead and catch an error for this try, and we can just go ahead and return. Then after that error we can go ahead and set a timeout, and we can go ahead and open this up. We're going to do join channel schema.create, and in here we can get our guild, which is going to be new state.member.guild.id. Then we can get our channel, which is going to be channel.id, and we can get user, which is going to be new state.member.id, and then we can go ahead and give this a 500 millisecond timeout. After that, we can go ahead and catch an error for this try. In here, we're going to do another try, so we can open this up, and we're going to do await new state.member.send, and we're going to get content, and we can say I could not create your channel, I may be missing permissions. And then after that, we can just go ahead and catch another error, so we can do catch, and we're going to get error, and then in here we can just go ahead and return. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and return as well. So then outside of this, we can go ahead and do try. We're going to open this up. We can do const embed equals new embed builder. We can go ahead and set a color, which is going to be blue. We can go ahead and set a timestamp, and then we can go ahead and set an author. In here, we can do name. I'm just going to go ahead and get that same speaker emoji from before, so we can get the speaker emoji, and then we can do join to create system. Then we can go ahead and set a footer, and in here we can do text. And then we can do that same emoji, and we can say channel created. We can go ahead and set title, and in here I'm just going to go ahead and do this, and I'm going to say channel created. Now we can go ahead and add fields, and in here we can get our name, and this is going to be channel created. And then we can get our value, and we can do this symbol, and we can say your voice channel has been, and then we can do a \n. We can do another arrow, and we can say created in. And we can open up this, and we're going to do new state member guild.name, and I'm actually going to go ahead and bold that as well. Now we can actually go in and send this. We can do await new state.member.send, and we can get our embeds, and then we can go ahead and get our embed just like this. The last thing that we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and catch an error, and then we're just going to go ahead and return in here. One other thing is instead of new state.guild.id, we're actually going to get new state.member.guild.id right up here in the join channel data. But one other thing that I forgot to do is right here, we're actually going to go ahead and say if, and we're going to get join channel data. We can go ahead and open this up. We're actually going to go ahead and put this entire try inside of that. And then we can go ahead and copy else all the way down to this bracket right here, and then we can go ahead and copy that. After doing that, we can go ahead and paste that else after this if statement right there. I just messed up the order a little bit, but that should fix it. While we're fixing issues, one other thing that we're going to go ahead and change is in the actual command where we set this up, instead of guild text for our channel, we're going to actually make this guild voice. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and change the data. I forgot to do await here, so we can just put in await, and then we can go back over into our index.js. So down here we can do client.on, and we're going to do events.voice state update, and we can do comma async, and we're going to get old state, and we can get new state, and we can do an arrow function and open this up. Down here we're going to do try, and we can do if old state.member.guild equals null. We can go ahead and return, and then we can go ahead and just catch an error, and we can just go ahead and return as well. Next we can do const leave channel data equals await join channel schema.find one, and that is going to be guild, which is going to be old state.member.guild.id, and we can do user, which is going to be old state.member.id, and we can do if, and we're going to say no leave channel data. We can go ahead and just return, and we're going to say else, and we can open this up. In here we're going to do const voice channel equals await, and we're going to get old state.member.guild.channels.cache .get, and we're going to get leave channel data.channel, and we're going to go ahead and try, and we can go ahead and say await voice channel.delete, and then we can go ahead and just catch our error, and we can go ahead and return. Then down here we can do await, and we're going to get join channel schema.delete many, and we can get our guild, which is going to be old state.guild.id. We can get our user, which is going to be old state.member.id, and then we can get try, and we're going to go ahead and open this up. Then in this try we can actually go ahead and copy the embed from above, and we can go ahead and paste it down here. So everything's going to be the same in here, but instead we're going to actually change this to channel delete, and we can change this to channel delete as well, and we can say channel deleted, and then in here we can go ahead and say your voice channel has been, and then we can do deleted, and we're going to leave everything else the same. We can do await new state.member.send, and we're going to get embeds, and we can get our embed just like before. Finally, we can finish this off by doing catch error, and we can go ahead and simply return. So that's actually all we have to do for this entire system. So before we restart the bot, one thing that I did mess up is here I put set timestamp. This actually has to be set title, and sometimes that autocorrects, and we did copy this, so we're going to do set title here as well. So now we can actually go ahead and restart the bot and test this out. out. Alright, so over in the Discord server, we can actually go ahead and set this up by doing /join to create. As you can see, we have setup and disable. I'm going to go ahead and choose setup, and I'm going to go ahead and choose the VC I want, which is going to be this, and the category I want for the VCs, which is going to be this one. I'm going to leave that blank, and we can go ahead and send it. As you can see, it's going to say the channel has been created and set up within this channel, and all of the VCs will be created in tickets. So we can actually go ahead and join, and as you can see here, it's going to instantly move me into my own private room within the tickets category. Now, as you can see, I got a DM here saying that the join to create system has been enabled or used or whatever, and it's a channel create, and a channel has been created for me in the server. So back over here, if I go ahead and leave, as you can see, the channel goes away, and I get a DM saying the channel has been deleted. So we can go ahead and try this a few more times. I'll just go ahead and join. As you can see, it's going to move me in. I'll get a DM, and I can go ahead and leave. It will delete, and I'll get another DM. Now we can go ahead and try to disable this. So as you can see, it's going to say it's been disabled. We can go ahead and join, and nothing's going to happen. And now I can actually try to set this up again. So if I do that and that, and this time we'll actually go ahead and give it a 5 voice limit so that you can see it this time. And if I go ahead and join, now as you can see, my room has a limit of 5. So that's how you can make an advanced join to create system for discor.js version 14. But again, credit to Jason for the code of this video. It was very helpful and very advanced, so thank you. And if you need any help with this, go ahead and join the server in the description below, and we'll be able to help you out. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.